Hello, welcome back to another video. My name is Sarah and I resell clothing full-time on Poshmark and eBay. So today is going to be a vlog style video. I'm going to take you guys through my day. It is Wednesday, January 4th, 2023. It's weird, very weird saying that. So yeah, I'm going to kind of take you through my day. We are headed to the unit right now to pull orders and ship. I'm going to actually pull and ship with you guys. Show you what's sold, where it's going, and then I've got to go to the post office to drop that off, and while I'm there I'm setting up a PO box. So I'm excited to get that set up now that I've got a YouTube channel and more exposure. I am going to change all of my addresses for all my stores and everything to the PO box. That's something it's a smart thing to do if you're a reseller and you don't want everyone in the world knowing where you live. I mean, yes, there's ways people can figure it out, but you want to minimize that. So let's get going. Alright guys, I'm still on my way to the unit and I'm stopping to get some coffee at Starbucks. I usually don't get Starbucks because it's expensive, but for a little treat every now and then I will do it. Normally make my coffee at home. It's 46 degrees here in Indianapolis, and that is a heat wave, so I am in short sleeves. That's warm for a Hoosier, so yeah, 46 degrees is amazing. It feels like spring, especially compared to, what was it, a couple weeks ago, -13, -27 wind chill, so yeah, I'm really enjoying this. So in a previous video, I talked a little bit about my big goal of making 6 figures this year as a full-time reseller. Now this will be my first year as a full-time reseller. I have been part-time for 3.5 years, but I am kicking it into high gear, and I would like to talk a little bit about the minutia of my goals rather than just that big goal, because it will take a lot of smaller goals to get to that, right? So as of now, I am trying to list 25 to 30 new items per day. I list on both Poshmark and eBay, and I'm hoping to get those done before noon every day, Eastern Standard Time. I generally tire out after 2 hours of intense work. So when I do my work, I do it all in one swoop. So I will do, except sourcing, that's its own thing. But as far as the detagging items, steaming, putting them on the rack to get ready to photographing, prepping them, lint rolling, sweater shaving, stain treating, if I have to do that, then I will do that all at once, including the listing. That all happens at once, and right now I would say I can do, it takes me an hour and a half to 2 hours to do 20 to 25 listings all the way through, and I'm trying to get up to 25 to 30 listings per day without just getting way too tired. So I'm thinking what I'll do is maybe a 2-hour block and then a break, right? Treat myself with something, maybe watch a video on YouTube or do something leisurely, give myself a little break, maybe make myself breakfast, do something to kind of reward myself, and then do my second 2-hour block and be done with my work day by about noon to 1 o'clock, and probably put my shipping on the back end. My post office is not very busy at the hours of like 1 to 2 p.m. so I feel like that would be a perfect time to do my shipping, and that would allow for me to go ahead and grab any orders that come in through that day up until that time. So that's just a little picture of what I'm working on right now. I would love to hear what your goals are right now. We're all in different places with our routines and our work, but I would love to hear what you're up to. We can give each other some encouragement and build some community here. So thanks so much for tuning in today. Alright, so we're here at the unit. I've also got a tote here. This is gonna come with me. This is inventory that was recently listed that I need to store in the unit. And then my laundry thing right there, that's gonna go inside. That normally stays here at the unit, and that's what I pull with, but yesterday when I shipped, I had a lot of orders going out and I needed to actually take that with me to the post office. So let's go inside And the nice part about this unit also is that they have these carts, these really awesome rolling carts that I can just use. And it was necessary to have, actually. When I first moved into this unit, I had a ton of, I had to move all my bins over from my old unit. So let's get things loaded up and then I'll take you to pull with me. All right, there's the stuff. Not much today. Sometimes I'll have, it's gonna be too loud to talk. Sometimes I'll have 2 or 3 of those boxes to inventory, but today, not too many. So let's go. Alright guys, so let's pull the orders. If you're not familiar with my inventory system and my process for pulling orders, you can also go back and watch. I believe it's my first and second video where I kind of do a little tutorial of how I do my inventory. Basically, it's a magazine style system and it's numbered by SKU. So everything is in order and I never repeat any numbers. So let's get into the pulling. So I just pulled number 60. It was super easy to grab. So as you can see, I can either, like on these shorter shelves, I can just reach and grab. I don't always have to pull the box out. But like for the upper shelves, I grab and go like that. Now I know that after a while this is gonna put some wear on my boxes. I've reinforced them with tape, and also the boxes are not very expensive because I buy them in bulk. So it's just kind of an expected expense that I'm gonna have to take care of, but it's worth it for the efficiency of the system. So when I pull, I put them into my gray rolling bin, and I love that it's rolling because I can take it between the rows. So I have 2 rows and it fits perfectly down the aisle. So there's the right side of my storage unit. It's a 10 by 20. And so I love that rolling cart, got it on Amazon. Again, when I do my supplies video, soon I'm gonna do a supplies video and show you guys what I use, where I got it, why I like it, why I use it. So let's keep pulling. Next we got 219, so I just find, let me turn it around for you. So there's 211, there's 237, so I know 219 is gonna be kind of right in the middle of this bin. So let's pull it out. There it is. Very easy to grab. And again, that's gonna go into the rolling cart. Let's get the next one. 588. Oh, look how easy that is, guys. Boop. 588, and the next one is 650. Right there. 1294. It's down here in the bottom. There's that. It's a Nike jacket. Again, while I'm shipping, I'll go over what's sold and what they sold for, etc. This is just the pulling right now. All right, next is 1407, which is going to be on the second row. So I just pull this back here, and you'll notice my second row. Actually, you won't notice anything because I'm not showing you. Yeah, you'll notice my second row. I've only filled the first row and a half. Now, this storage unit is a 10 by 20 foot. I've got 5 shelving rows, and my capacity for this unit is actually 7,000 to 8,000 items is what I figured. So my goal is to get this thing filled. You'll notice the back half is empty. Now the reason that I've already got all this empty space is because I, in the last couple months, switched over from a bin system into this cardboard box system. And isn't that crazy, guys? The same amount of inventory that I had that filled this entire unit in the bins now fits on just the first row and not even a half. So that's one of the big reasons why I switched it over. I can get way more inventory in the space. So let's keep pulling. 1407, it's gonna be on the top. It's right in the front. Perfect. There it is. Goes into the bin, and we've got 1620. Which is gonna be right here. So, yep, that's correct. And you know, I kind of double check a little bit because I remember what sold. So I kind of double check real quick as I pull something, and If it's something that I'm like, I don't think that's sold, then of course that's the time I can double check it. And that's why I love to have the clear bags. I used to not store in clear bags, and it makes such a difference to do that. So now I'm gonna grab my shipping supplies, and then we're gonna roll our orders down to the conference room, and I'm gonna ship with you. Let's go. In the unit, if you haven't seen my previous videos, I keep all of my shipping supplies there except my larger boxes and duct paper, which I likely will eventually bring some of that over, but that stuff I keep at the house for now because I primarily only use that to ship either large bundles or shoes, such as this pair that I'm shipping out today, or hats, or larger items that I'm storing at home. So we're gonna start with shipping those larger items. Typically, I would not bring these here to the unit like this. I would just package them and go ahead and put them in my shipping bag while I'm at home. But for the sake of this video and showing you guys what sold and packaging and shipping, I went ahead and brought them over here, and we'll do that together here. So we're gonna start with this pair of little boys totes boots. Again, guys, what in the world? What is this, like the fourth or fifth pair of this brand totes that I've sold in just like 2 weeks. So no, it wasn't a crazy high seller, but it sold. And I think I got these for free from a friend. So, I mean, you can't beat that. These sold for $20 on Poshmark. So let me show you how I'm gonna ship these. All right, so for these boots, I am going to use this Priority Regional Rate B box. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Poshmark, you can ship your items in any priority mail shipping materials because everything on Poshmark is priority flat rate shipping. So I can literally use, browse the USPS website, free materials, and use anything on there that says priority shipping. You can't use the express materials, so a little note for you, but I love to use, for shoes specifically, I love to use the Regional Rate A box and also the Regional Rate B box. So they both say regional on them. So let's get this packaged up. All right, so that is what the box looks like once it's put together. And it's just a really, really good size for shoes. Now, what I'll typically do for shoes, if it's like a really, really expensive pair of shoes, I will put it in a clear protective bag like this. I'm not gonna do that today because I think these will be just fine. They are waterproof, so if water happens to leak into the box, they'll be fine. But I am gonna put some packing duct paper, and I just buy this on Amazon. It's just packing paper to kind of help fill the space and not let the boots move around. So I typically put one piece in the bottom and line it like that. And then when I put the boots in, I put them in reverse like this. Let me show you. See how they fit perfectly like that? And that's how I pack most of my shoes, especially boots, is right in opposite directions. And then I will put one, maybe two if I need it, one more piece of paper on the top. And we get a really nice snug fit so that those shoes aren't bouncing around everywhere in transit. Now I will use my thank you stickers, and I will put a thank you so that that's the first thing my buyer sees when they open their lovely package. So that's what that looks like. And then it's ready to pack and put the final tape on it. All right, so there's our completed product with the shoe order, and this is Poshmark. I'm not shipping any shoes out on eBay today, but eventually I'll show you how to ship shoes on eBay also, and what I like to do for that. Typically I'll use the shoe box, but let's keep going with this. These Totes black snow boots are on their way to Granbury, Texas. If you're watching, thank you so much for your order. So off that goes. All right, let's go to the next order. So how I typically do this, guys, is let me show you. I lay out my labels that I printed at home like this so that I can see all of them. And that means that I'm not gonna have to ship them in any specific order. It's just whatever I see on top, right? Over here, makes it a lot easier, and I don't have to go in a specific order. Now, in my previous videos, I talked about this, but on the back of each label, like that says Peloton. It's Peloton tank top. I don't go into exorbitant detail on each item, but just a little clue to tell me that's what's shipping. Now, if I have multiple orders of a brand, you know, I will put a little bit more specific notes on there so I don't mix them up. So let's keep going. Let's ship this vintage Nautica sweatshirt. It sold for $30 on Poshmark. I listed it on November 7th, so excellent turnaround. Today's January 4th, and I picked this up at the bins, and I picked it up because it is just a really high quality chunky knit men's Nautica shirt, and I'll pop a picture up over here. So let's get this one packaged up. This is a Poshmark order, so it is going to go into my standard padded flat rate envelope. Now, like I said in previous videos, I pre-packaged all my items in this 10 by 13 clear poly bag. This mailer is also 10 by 13. If it fits in this, it fits in that. And that is just a whole extra step I don't have to worry about. I keep it in the bag, and I can slip it right in there. Look at that fit, perfect. Okay, so let's get that packaged up. And that is on its way to Detroit, Michigan, my neighbors. Just north of here. I'm in Indianapolis, so. All right, so I put the label on, thank you sticker on the outside. So that one's ready to go. Let's move on to this hat order. So I sold this Jacaro leather hat. Oh, it's like a Jacaro Australia. I never heard of it. Picked this up at the bins. It's genuine leather. It's just a really cool hat. It's got braiding all the way around it. And that's what it looks like, the inside. Jacaro. I don't know if I'm saying it right or not. First time I've ever picked it up. This sold on Poshmark for $32. Picked it up at the bins. This was listed on October 20th. Excellent turnaround, just a couple months. So let's get this packaged up. Now, for hats, if it is a hat that I think will fare okay, I will put it in a padded flat rate, okay? These aren't gonna fit though, obviously. So if it doesn't fit in a padded flat rate, then I will use a box. For Poshmark, again, I can use any priority mail box. So for this hat, I picked up, where'd it go? It's right here. I picked up this from home. Here's the width, it's gonna be perfect. And then there's what the box looks like. This is a, where's the name of it? 1092. It's called the 1092 box. So if you go on USPS website, these are free, guys. These are totally free. Of course, you have to use them on priority shipping. Like the label has to say priority shipping, but as long as it does, then you can use these. So for this hat, oh, and that's what it looks like put together. Perfect size, right? For this hat. So this hat, because it's leather, and I don't want it to get damaged by any water damage if it happens to seep through, I'm going to slide it in this poly clear plastic bag, like that. And I'm going to seal it. And because, let's check out the fit. Oh, look at that. How perfect. I mean, I'm not even gonna put packing paper in this because it fits so well. So let's close that up. Another thing I really like about a lot of the USPS materials that are free is that they already have sticky on them. You don't have to spend money on the tape. You just fold it over, tear it off, and seal it. And I generally press pretty good, you know, apply a little bit of pressure and a little bit of heat to make sure that sticks. But yeah, that's ready to go. This hat is headed to North Plainfield, New Jersey. Sweet. Sticker on there. Thank you sticker. And it's ready to go. We are shipping this women's Speedo swimsuit. This sold for $24 on Poshmark. It was listed on June 14th, and I picked it up at the bin, so about $1 into that. It's going in a padded flat rate. If you ordered something from me and you're watching, thank you so much. I never really know, you know, who's watching or who's ordering from me, but I want to make sure and thank you if you were the one who bought one of these items. So we're going to package that up. Now, something I want to share with you guys about mailers. So obviously you can see this is a 10 by 13 as it is, right? Now, if the package is smaller so that it doesn't move around a lot in shipping, I will actually take it flush to the item. What that means is that instead of using the full packaging, I will fold it over like that so that it's basically just the size of the item, and that just prevents it from moving around a lot. Not that that's gonna get hurt moving around a lot. I just think it looks more professional to do it like that. So this is off to New York, New York. Da, 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 da. All right, we've got a thank you sticker on there, and that one's ready to go. Next, we've got this bra by Auden. This is just sold at Target. Not a super high seller for me, but I believe, yep, I picked this up at the bins, listed on May 30th, sold for $10. Just kind of a filler piece, guys. Not a huge high seller, but a really cute bra. This is gonna go in a padded flat rate, and again, because of the size of this, I'm going to put it in and then buckle this down flush so that it is basically just the size of the bra. So let's get that package. There it is. This bra is headed to Mountaintop, Pennsylvania. Sounds like a cool place. Off you go. This is a Peloton tank top. Now, this is the first time I've ever picked up Peloton, but it did really well. It sold. Let's check it out, guys. It did not take long to sell. It sold for $20 on eBay. It was listed on November 29th, so really good turnaround. All right, so let's get that packaged up. Now, since this is an eBay order and it's not going priority, I cannot ship it in any of the priority shipping materials. So I use these 10 by 13. I have bigger ones too in case the item's bigger, but I use these 10 by 13 poly mailers. Just pay a couple cents on them each on Amazon. That is where most of my eBay orders are going to go, because most of them are less than £1, and they're gonna go USPS first class. So there's what that looks like when I wrap it flush. This one's headed to Lawrenceville, Georgia, down south. I've got southern roots, so I love the South. Both my parents are from there, and you might be able to detect just a little bit of a southern accent in my speech, but lived most of my life here in Indiana. That one's ready to go. Boom. All right, next we have this Nike women's full zip jacket, and this sold on Poshmark for $19, size women's XL. Picked it up at the bins, listed on October 25th, so sold, let's see, November, December, sold in about 2.5 months. So yeah, happy with that. Again, Poshmark order. So it's gonna go in a padded flat rate. Let's get that packaged up. And the Nike's headed to LA. Sweet. Los Angeles, California. Thank you sticker, and that one's ready to go. We have these Anthropologie Seen Worn Kept Bermuda dress shorts. These sold on Poshmark for $22. I picked them up at a regular Goodwill for $4, and they were listed, these were actually listed quite a long time. These were listed on April 22nd, and again, they sold for $22. I had $4 into them. Padded flat rate. And these are off to English, Indiana. Hey, these will probably get there tomorrow. Thank you so much for your order. If you're watching, I'm in Indiana too. I don't know where English, Indiana is though, never heard of it. All right, off you go. All right, guys, what do we got here? Oh no, I forgot one of the pairs of shoes at home. I also sold a pair of Dansko shoes. I'll have to just get those later, but I'll pop them up here. These Dansko shoes sold for $46 on Poshmark, so I'll get those boxed up and shipped out tomorrow. This Victoria's Secret white bra, it is a lightly lined wireless bra, size 32B, is sold for $18, and I picked it up at a regular Goodwill for $4. It's in fantastic condition. It has really cool like rainbow straps. So this one is Poshmark ordered, going in a padded flat rate. And this bra is headed to Plain City, Ohio. Off you go. All right, guys, so I gotta get those Danskos. They were just an order placed this morning, so I'll get them out. Tomorrow will still be a pretty good shipping turnaround. So in some of my previous videos, I was trying to show you guys like daily what sold videos. I've kind of come to the conclusion that I don't think it's gonna be feasible to show you everything that sold because I'm shipping out a lot of orders every day. So these were just from the last like 18 to 24 hours. It's gonna be way too much time to show you everything. But again, I hope it's still helpful, and thank you so much for being here. That in the car. All right. And when I get to the post office, I generally just roll that in, saves my back, especially if there's a lot of orders. So let's head over that way. All right, guys, I just made it to the post office. I'm gonna get in there and ship these orders. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope you have a great day crushing your goals. Some of you had asked about what is the turnaround time for my haul videos versus when I get those items listed. And generally it is going to be about a week. I've got a little bit of a backlog right now, but about a week. So be on the lookout for those items from my first haul before week's end. Those should be listed. And thank you so much for your interest. I'm gonna get in there and ship these orders, and then I'm gonna go back home and get to listing. This is gonna conclude today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was helpful for you. And I hope y'all have a great Wednesday. Again, like and subscribe if you're interested in this kind of content, and I'll see you again very soon. Take care.